For today's adventures, we're going to be going on a slow drive to the Going to the Sun Road. So let me explain. We have been staying southwest of the park originally, down at Hungry Horse, right down here. Right now, we are staying in Coram at a lovely red cabin place. This is West Glacier right here. This is where we've been entering the park. This is the historic village of Apgar. This is the beautiful McDonald Lake. And basically, Going to the Sun Road starts right here. It extends up through here with a crazy switchback here. We finally get to Logan Pass up here, and then we get to St. Mary's over here. This is our final destination for today.
And it's another glorious day in Glacier National Park. Today, we are doing the Going to the Sun Road, and we're starting here in West Glacier. We're going from west to east, and we'll be heading across the park the entire way. This town is just right outside the park itself, but it's a super cute town. We've stopped here several times. You can get everything you need here for your groceries, your gas, great food, little adult beverage, and all kinds of other great things. And of course, the most important thing is ice cream. So be sure to stop in West Glacier. This is the super cute place in West Glacier where you have a grocery store, great shops out in front. By the way, it's like 10 o'clock in the morning, so no one's out yet. And it is 30 degrees this morning. But anyway, there's some food right over there. Just a super, super cute town. So be sure to stop in West Glacier. Good morning. Thank you. Apgar is the first visitor center in the park. This was a location where tourists would come and get on boats on the south side of Lake McDonald, and they would take the boats up Lake McDonald. So we're gonna sneak into the visitor center here and see what we can learn. We have a super cute shop here at the visitor center with lots of great information. Give you ideas for tours, what to see, and all kinds of great adventures. Apgar Village is a super cute town with rental facilities for day activities for boats and things like that. There's a great little restaurant. You have cabins and a little motel area here. Some food and ice cream down here, and gift shop down here. And then out in front of us is the first view of Lake McDonald, and it is a spectacular view. We'll show you that in a minute. As you can also see, this is the beginning of the Going to the Sun Road, and we have a nature center and camping ground here. There's a really large campground right here, so if you're a camper type person, you'll be heading off that way for camping.
Good morning, good to see you. Thank you. Thanks for coming out today. Thank you.
We're playing all week.
This is our first view of Lake McDonald, and I hope you get a good idea of why people come here. This place is just gorgeous. Now on with our adventure, back to Going to the Sun Road. You see many of these antique looking wagons, tour wagons, the red bus tour wagon. They go around the entire park giving some fabulous tours. And it's one way to consider going. We have not taken that tour. We'll check into that later. As we look across Lake McDonald here, you see some indication of a forest fire some years back. It's actually 20-ish years ago or so, where 13% of the entire park was burned. But that's not such a terrible thing, because then You can see the regrowth that's happening now. So you see lots of dead vertical trees over there, but a ton of regrowth. Next up is the historic Lake McDonald Lodge on the shores of the beautiful Lake McDonald Lake. Let's go take a look. This beautiful property designed in the Swedish lodge style with a Western influence. It's right on the shores of the lake, but take a look at this incredibly beautiful layout here with the gorgeous mountains right in the background. This place is truly fantastic. Such a beautiful place. As we step inside, we see the Western influence. Look at, they've got a roaring fire going. It is cool this morning, so perfect day for a fire. Check this place out. And then down on the backside, down by the lake, we have a beautiful stairway down to the lake and the boat tours right down here. They still have tours going on this week at least, maybe into next week as well. Imagine taking a boat tour up to here. Just fantastic. Such a fantastic view here. You can stay in that fabulous hotel, the Lodge, or you can rent one of these rustic, beautiful cabins, which are overlooking the lake. Quite beautiful. This place fills up early, so get your reservations way in advance. Now on to the waterfalls section. We first come to McDonald Falls. We'll take a little stairway down here to go see the falls. But remember, we have a previous video on this whole region and the falls. Yep, this view of McDonald's Falls is really quite beautiful. It'd be great if I could get down there a little bit lower to photograph it from down below. You are able to photograph it from down below from the other side. There's a little hike on the other side. It's an easy little hike and wonderful to get to. And this is Sacred Dancing Cascade Falls, which we've seen in a previous video. And again, you can get to here, to this view, right from the Going to the Sun Road. Next up is Trail of the Cedars and Avalanche Lake Trail. You've seen that on our previous video. You can go check that out. I'll leave a link in this video to that one. But Trail of the Cedars is a easy hike and a beautiful hike. It leads to a waterfall at the end. And then Avalanche Lake is spectacular. So be sure to check out that video. We are approaching an area known as the Garden Wall, which is much more complex area of the Going to the Sun Road. You may know that they decided to do very few switchbacks on the road like you see in Europe. There's only one major switchback on this road, so they had to build it more hidden and more difficult, longer and more difficult of a road. So we'll be getting into that more challenging part soon. One of the features of the Going to the Sun Road is this tunnel. For the most part, they wanted to build the road on a ledge going up the mountain. But in this place, there was no ledge that could be built, so they decided to cut a tunnel through it. It's unique for several reasons. It was very rough originally, but then there were some issues with glacial ice melting through it. So they had to come and remake it. Oh look, here comes one of those tour buses. Check that out. Very cool. Next up is the loop. It is the one switchback on the entire Going to the Sun road. Let's go take a look. So the loop comes from down up there, spins around here, and then it's a hardcore turn on back and continues its way down the mountain. From this vantage point just beyond the loop, you can see this glorious valley. You can see up there, it's the actual road, Going to the Sun road. But this is just such a glorious, spectacular view, and it's a great drive that I highly recommend you do. And what good would a route to the sun be without a waterfall? And a glacier. How great is that? And we have approached Overlook. You are encouraged to take a look back to see where you've come from. Check out that amazing view. Look at that. We've come a very long way. This is one of the amazing viewpoints on the Going to the Sun road. It's truly quite spectacular. If you look closely across the way, you can see the obvious road with cars going up and down the road. That's the Going to the Sun road. But if you look over here and then go up just 50 feet, that is the trail that we used for the Highline Trail. That's the area where the cable is attached to the wall to secure you so you can walk across there. That's a little bit challenging and a little bit scary, but in general, okay. Hopefully you can see that. We have finally made it to Logan Pass, the Continental Divide, up at 6,600 feet. Check out this view. The visitor center is right over here. This area here is where the grizzlies and the mama and the babies were hanging out the other day. But this is where Highline Trail begins. And this is the trail that we were on the other day, and this is where we had the grizzly spotting on the trail. But it is an amazingly beautiful place. I'm just gonna let the view do all the talking for a while here. We have reached one of the viewing points of one of the largest glaciers in the park. And we've reached the St. Mary's Falls trailhead. It's about a 2.5-mile hike to one of the most beautiful falls in the park. Check out this area of forest fire damage, an example of regeneration in progress. Look at the color of that lake down below. Truly fabulous. And of course there's that iconic shot from Wild Goose Island. And we made it to the east side of the park. We are at St. Mary's Visitor Center. I hope you enjoyed the fabulous tour through the Going to the Sun Road in Glacier National Park. It is an amazing place and an amazing road and an amazing adventure. If you like what you see here, please give us a follow, leave a comment, give us a like, and share this with your friends and your social media platform. We appreciate it and it helps us a ton. Thanks so much, have a great day, and until next time, get out and capture the adventure.